I want to play a clip real quick of Mick Foley and something he had to say about the All Out pay-per-view and WWE in general. So let's take a listen to that.
Hardcore legend Mick Foley. I'd like to title this video WWE, We've Got a Problem, because I think you do. And that problem is that WWE is no longer the place for talent to aspire to. Part of it is because AEW is doing a great job of attracting great talent, proven talent, building other talent, creating storylines, but part of it is a problem of your own making. I think younger talent sees the way that developmental characters are cut or left by the wayside, or in the case of Karrion Kross, greatly watered down and even made a joke of when they debut on the main roster. If it's not broke, don't fix it. If I was an aspiring talent now, big league talent with a major decision to make, I'm not sure that I would trust WWE Creative to do the right thing with my career. You guys did wonders with me back in the day, but that was a different time, different place. If it was today, I'm not sure I would trust the powers to be with my career in their hands. And until that changes, WWE, you've got a problem.
So Mick Foley right there saying that WWE has a problem. And that problem is the way that they treat their talent, the way that they run their creative, and it's hurting them, and it's actually helping their competition. And AEW, by comparison, is doing the exact opposite. They're doing things that make talent want to go there. They're doing things that attract talent and make talent trust the process there and make talent more willing, young talent especially, which is the well of talent you want right now, more willing to go there in the future. Like people... And I think this is important because what is hot right now in wrestling is AEW. Over the next 4 or 5 years, there's going to be an entire generation of wrestlers growing up. And their dreams of what they want to be and where they want to go are going to change. Because for a very long time, it was, I want to be a WWE wrestler. I want to be a WWE superstar. I want to wrestle in WWE. That was the dream for us growing up, from people my age, in their 20s, growing up. And that dream is going to change for whatever the next generation is, and even for some people right now as they're seeing all these developments before their eyes. AEW putting on a great show. AEW signing talent. AEW managing talent in a good way. And by comparison, WWE doing everything to bury young talent and emphasize the fact that the generations that came before you are actually better than you. And you know it, to quote MJF. But knowing all of that, and I think Mick Foley, for him to say this also, let's be clear, for Mick Foley, a WWE Hall of Famer, a guy who grew up, his dream was not to be in WCW. His dream was to be in WWE, WWF at the time. For him to come out and say this, that WWE has a problem, especially with young talent, it is a big freaking deal, because it means that he even recognizes, someone who was in the WWE system, by the way, just a few years ago, recognizes that WWE have a problem in the way that they approach especially younger talent. And if they don't change that, that dream is going to change. And then that well of talent that they've relied on for decades is going to dry up and go to their competition in AEW, or go somewhere else. Go to New Japan. Go to Ring of Honor. Go anywhere else. Because also, all those companies happen to be working together now because they found out that, maybe it's not about squeezing the life out of your competition. Maybe it's about building up wrestling so that all wrestling is good, and working together to build up all these different brands so that everyone gets over, everyone has a place to work, and the fans love it, and more fans watch the product, and more fans become fans. I think there's an obvious disconnect in the way the WWE approaches that. They approach anything as any other wrestling as either competition or minor leagues, and I'm sure there's still a little bit of talk about that, but it is very damning for WWE that not only did a Hall of Famer and Mick Foley come out and say this, but it's very obvious if you watch the product. If look at the way WWE treats people in NXT. They're cutting people left and right. They're rebranding the product and recreating what it's supposed to be. They're emphasizing size over talent. They're emphasizing these, you know, honestly, these bullshit storylines that they've come up with that aren't good, that aren't logical, that aren't fun to watch, over storylines that are simple and make sense and people want to watch. It is such a dichotomy in the way that these two franchises in AEW and WWF do business and approach talent and the fans, that it is, honestly, I hope WWE puts a lot of their future into making movies, as Vince likes to say, because pretty soon, man, wrestling fans are not gonna they're just gonna see, wow, one company is so much better than the other at putting on a product, or putting on this product that I love. And I'm kind of sick of it. I'm kind of sick of this company that's been around for 30 years that I watch for no reason. Eventually people are going to be like, I've been watching this for 30 years and the past like 5 or whatever, it hasn't been good. In fact, it's been shitty. And I'm wasting my time. Why would I watch this again? I don't need to watch this. I already have something on Wednesdays and Fridays I can watch that's 3 hours a week, and I love it. Just saying. Anyway. But that's the problems that WWE has to come to terms with. And at the end of it all ends with Vince. It all ends with Vince. If Vince McMahon believes in something, it will usually happen. If he doesn't, then it won't. And I honestly still believe that Vince McMahon he just does not, unfortunately, see AEW as a problem for him, or as anything but a minor league, which, and again, it's sad because he probably won't watch the pay-per-view. He'll hear about it, but he won't watch the pay-per-view, and he won't get it. And that's the thing. People will say all the time, Vince is out of touch. He is. He'll have these moments. Oh, he brought back Brock Lesnar, and oh, it's so awesome, and it was so cool. Yeah. What happened next? Nothing. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.